Welcome to Fairy Godmother Monday. Oh my gosh, it's Fairy Godmother Monday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Lorraine Pursell. I am your host where gentle, good-hearted, well-meaning people meet to remember who they are and to own their gifts rather than hanging in the background, letting everyone else go in front of you, and putting ourselves first. So I'm here with you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern at facebook.com/Lorraine Pursell MA. And welcome. It's like a little gathering where everyone knows everybody, everyone says hi to everybody, and newcomers are absolutely welcome. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. And all religions, all beliefs are here as long as you are contributing to the positive vibe that we all have going on here. So I'm going to let the other groups know that I am live. So blessings on you. We are live. Facebook.com/LORR. There it is. Yes, yes, yes. Done. Yes, okay, that's done. As you jump on, tell me that you're here so I can welcome you. Facebook sometimes tells me, and a lot of times it doesn't. So going to my groups. We are live. Facebook.com. So thankful for Facebook.com/LORR. AIM. There we are. And I'm just going to copy that, which will make it very easy. Hope, good morning. So happy to see you. Now going over to Women's Self-Love Journey group. So simple. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Paste. And then going to Your Great Big Life. Yes. And now to my homepage. Mary, so good to see you. We are live. Next. Publish. Just about there. How are you this morning? Tell me what the highlight was of your weekend. Okay, everyone has been notified we are live. All right, so deep breath in and out of your heart. Fairy Godmother Monday. Make your own dreams come true in the quantum field of all possibilities. This is one of my favorite shows. They're all my favorite for different reasons, but I'm going to put my tiara on as your fairy godmother. I am your fairy godmother. Almost 3 decades of serving thousands and thousands of women around the world and their families. I've earned fairy godmother status. Let's see, is this the right? Needs to be a little bit longer, I think. So I am your fairy godmother. I show you how to make your own dreams come true in the quantum field of all possibilities. There we go. I am your fairy godmother. I so appreciate Facebook. And I have my magic wands. Here we are. My magic wands and my crystal ball, telling you that if you have the desire in your heart, there's also the wherewithal to accomplish it. Isn't that awesome? If you have the desire in your heart, you also have the wherewithal available to you to make it happen. Isn't that like amazing? All we have to do is have our own back. All we have to do is have our own back and take the next aligned action, which is, if what we desired was already happening, what would be the next aligned action that we would do? If we already had the resources, if we already had the confidence, if we already had the path, the team, the support, the next aligned action would be what we would do in that situation, not holding ourselves back. Not holding ourselves back to fear. So this is Tiblo. Thank you, Mary. And I don't know that we named this one. Maybe we did and I forgot her name. But here are the unicorns and welcome. So they're right here. They're telling you that they're taking your desires and taking it up to the throne of God. That's what unicorns do. And unicorns are real, even if we can't see them. Sometimes we can't. I have seen them. So the whole game is having our own back. Drinking my celery juice, having our own back, and acting as if it is already happening. That doesn't mean fake it till you make it. Sometimes it can be like that if you're in like a real crunch or a real push, but it's more just falling into the ease of it already being done, of it's already being done. And when we come from that place, we are able to imagine the stream of well-being. So breathing in and out of our heart, in and out of our heart. 5 breaths in, 8 breaths out, or any kind of configuration where your exhale is longer than your inhale. Please tell me hi in the comments as you jump on so I can welcome you. All newcomers are welcome. It's kind of cool. Having the unicorn here, right? Tiblo guarding us. You guys see him okay? And we're tapping into Mother Earth. Mother Earth, what is your message to us? My Mother Earth has been saying to me lately, own it, own it, own it. And a little personal thing, hold your chest high, hold your chest high, hold your chest high. So, which is sometimes a little hard for me because I'm a little self-conscious, but hold my chest high. Act as if we have all the confidence to pull off our desire. This is how it happens. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. So Mary and Hope, what was the highlight of your weekend? In and out, in and out. The highlight of my weekend was I got to really relax. Oh, Janine's here. Sorry, I didn't go down. Joelle is here. Good morning, guys. What was the highlight of your weekend? What was the highlight of your weekend? The unicorns want to know. Mine was that I got to relax. Good morning, Karen. Was Facebook doing a little hide and seek from you? Highlight was I got to relax. Write in the comments what the highlight of your weekend was. Can we have our own back? My highlight was I rested and watched Harry Potter. That's amazing, Janine. Hope, my trip to the caverns and the history. Those cavern pictures were so beautiful, Hope. So, so gorgeous. Just like Mother Earth, right? Mother Earth. So what's Mother Earth's message to you? Tap in, get your message from Mother Earth, and throw it in the comments. Mother Earth just wants me to be strong and confident. I feel like there's a big bubble about to burst for me to break through. Be strong and confident. It's like owning it. Own it. Karen, my highlight was enjoying a beautiful fire with friends celebrating a birthday for a friend. Oh, that's beautiful, Karen. And there's somebody up here. Yeah, those pictures of the cavern. Oh my gosh. Mother Earth is so glorious. Mother Earth is so glorious. We put our hands on our heart and say, I say yes to me and my desires. I have my own back. 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 Mary, not a good weekend for me. Struggling and aloneness. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. You know the antidote, though, right? You've been with me long enough to know the antidote. Can anyone tell me what the antidote is for aloneness? Ellie from Scotland. My highlight was walking in the park with my family. I love it. It's a journey, Mare. It's a journey, darling. Who can tell me what the antidote is for aloneness? My brilliant peeps. Spending time with family, Joelle. It's a valley for sure, Mary. And you all know what I've gone through on this one. It's an opportunity for us to find out what we really believe when we're feeling aloneness, when we feel like the people we love maybe have a different agenda than we do. You know, we're the earth angels. Self-love. Give yourself a big hug. You are worth it. Yes. Good morning, Daphne. Yes, self-love, give yourself a big hug. You are worth it. This is what has saved me because I used to long for a relationship. I think it's more around the family thing for you, Mary. You have to go through it to get to the other side. Oh, and it's a journey. It's such a journey. Just stay connected to the warm. Stay connected to the warm. Stay connected to everything that you do have. Did go on a walk with my Charlie on Saturday morning. Yay. About the same for me. Yeah, about the same for me. Yeah. Good, 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 good. And it is digging deep, not to look outside of us for that feeling of connection. But when I was going through that big thing, you guys were holding me together. It was this community. So stay very closely connected to this community, the Hacks for Anxiety Depression group, the Women's Self-Love Journey group, for you, Mary, because you're in the program. And anyone is welcome. Go to womensselflovejourney.com, WOMENSSELFLOVEJOURNEY.com. Put it in the comments, WOMENSSELFLOVEJOURNEY. Oh, great. I wrote all that without it going in there. WOMENSSELFLOVEJOURNEY.com. WomensSelfLoveJourney.com. And it's just a fabulous program where we get to gather not beyond this level, and we're on video camera together. And I get to hear you every other week as we just go through the 12, 13 modules and material that never grows old. It just we continue to deepen in our self-love journey. The journey of truly standing alone. I think that's really what the self-love journey is about, is standing alone. And not letting ourselves be in situations where we're compromising ourselves, our integrity, but where we are honoring ourselves first and foremost, and not letting our energy, or it's like not letting our energy, not trusting our life force energy to somebody else, not entrusting it to anybody else, only entrusting it to ourselves, only entrusting the energy to ourselves, and staying connected where you are supported, in a good way. But mostly it's digging deep, so that we're not cantilevered and overextended with relying on others for our well-being. And like I said, it is a journey. So what is your intention for this week? What is your intention for this week? Oh my gosh, we are in the quickening. We are in the quickening. What is your intention for this week? Mine is to surrender to divine intention. Do the next aligned action. And the next aligned action is what feels good, but it is also, I'm going to do a little amendment to what feels good. It's acting as if we are already in the middle of doing, good question, Hope. Hang on a second. It's doing what we would do if we we're already having our desires. You know that thing that's in you that needs to be lived, right? You know that thing in you that needs to be lived. You know that thing in you that needs to be lived. Living what is in us. living what is in us. And your big desire, your great big life, as if it's already here, what would your next aligned action be? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do in the next aligned action? So, if you were completely surrounded with the love that you wanted, what would be your next aligned action? What would be your next aligned action? How would you walk? How would you feel? How would you dress? How would you carry yourself? That's what Mother Earth's been talking to me about lately. How would you carry yourself? So Hope asks a really good question. What if you've never been alone? I would ask myself why I've never been alone. It's, we're very social creatures as human beings. And I would start maybe taking some time to be alone. Even if you are coupled with somebody, start doing activities by yourself, not always with somebody. But maybe that works for you. Maybe that works for you. Maybe life hasn't brought you the sort of situation that it's brought to me and Mary and Karen and some of us. And life it may not. If things are working, don't rock the boat. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. If things are working, don't rock the boat. But I know this happens a lot where we just go from one relationship to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And, I used to do that. But in between, it's finding out who we are. Because often when we are surrounded by people and the same people, we're only who we are in the reflection of them. And so when they're gone, we don't know who we are. We don't know what our bearing is. That's part of what the beauty of the COVID virus has done for us is it's made us, have to isolate and find out who we are without the trappings, without the people. Like who are we? So I would explore that. I would explore that wherever we are. And this is Karen, it's my alone time that shows me who I am inside. And Karen also said, I sure am happy to have this space for my healing of family issues. I love you all. Yes. It's a challenge. And I would almost put it out as a challenge. Can we stand alone? Life ripped my family away from me, and I had to adjust and remember who I was. And it's been, Mary, that's very revealing and very honest, and I thank you so much for your honesty. Mary says, I've lived alone for 20 years and still don't know who I am. This deep, deep aloneness is so hard. I'm getting that it's ancestral stuff, Mary. Just got this big hit. It's ancestral stuff. I would ask the angels to clear that for you. It's beyond just you. And to remove that veil, I feel like there's something really blocking between you and your deep inner heart. Because otherwise we look to outside things to give us satisfaction and fulfillment. And nobody can do that and nothing can do that. Maybe occasionally we get a hit of something that, will give us satisfaction, but there's nothing outside of us and our connection to the divine that will give us any satisfaction or fulfillment. And like, I'm thinking of my sister, good morning. Kathy says, I am alone sometimes, but mostly I'm not these days, but wouldn't have it any other way. Same with me. I don't want a relationship. That's exactly how I feel. So blocked. Okay. Yeah. So let's just do a process for all of us. Okay. So first of all, we're going to sever all attachments, all ties. And don't be afraid when I say this. You're not going to lose love. You're just going to lose any sticky codependent fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So I invite all of us to get into this. We've got our support team taking all of our stuff to the heavenly. I have been asking that lately. Who am I? Looking inside a lot. Very, very, very good. Because this is, all roads lead to this, you guys. All roads lead to this. All roads lead to you. All roads lead to you. I'm going to be bold and say that the reason we always have to have people around us and are always looking outside of us is because we're insecure. We're afraid we're going to fall apart, and we need to cut that out. We are divine in a physical body, okay? We are God sparks. We are stardust. We are 100% whole and complete. So we're going to sever, just ask the angels, Archangel Michael, to just sever all the cords all around us, all the cords, all attachments, even to your dearest loves. Zoe, Charlie, don't worry, you're not going to lose the love. You're only going to lose any codependence. This is what it is. It's our codependence. We need to let that go. We need to drop it like a rock. But a lot of times, until life rips it from us, we don't know what our codependence is. We are one of the most codependent populations, demographics in the world, the Earth Angel Nation. Because of our inferior ego, we think we're not going to do it on our own. Okay, yes. And this is what I find. Hope is saying, full of energy and spunk. Yes. This is what I find. That's why Mother Earth's been telling me to lift my chest up. Our inferior ego, I just feel like there's so much underneath that is waiting to come out, that is still hiding, that is still in the background in me. And I feel like I'm pretty bold, but there's still so much that we are holding back and withholding that we don't even know yet is in there or are comfortable sharing. So yes, Hope, yes, full of energy and spunk. Absolutely. So severing all those ties, just drop all the ties. Every single one, parents, children, grandchildren, friends, sever all energetic connections. Just sever it. Just get clean, because we won't know who we are until we do that. Because all we are then is just a filter of them and our reflection of them. So take the plunge. Are you guys doing this with me? Sever all the ties. Unless you do this fully, you're not going to get the full benefit. So just sever all the ties. And remember, you won't lose the love. You're going to lose the codependence and the misery and the suffering, though. Yes. So once we've cleaned all that off and we're just standing here alone as a divine being filled with light and love, can you feel yourself now a divine being just filled with light and love, Just see yourself standing there. You're illuminating with light just glowing outside of you. By the way, that I have gone through family abandonment, that Karen has, that some others have, I'm sorry, I don't remember right now, does not mean that you necessarily will have to, okay? I'm not saying that at all. That just happens to be our path, but it's a beautiful path because it's a clearing and it's a cleaning. And you come out learning so much more, right, Karen? You come out really finding out who you are without all these people that you thought you couldn't live without. I mean, what happens if they die, right? You don't want to be in that situation. You want to start now. You want to start now finding your footing so you're not just completely swept away and devastated when people you love croak. Go to the other side. So as your fairy godmother today, I am giving you back yourself. Okay? I am giving you back yourself. Giving you back yourself. Karen, yes, and made me really look at things differently. Yes, and much more empowered, right? Because before we are dependent on them, I'm telling you, anyone who's dependent on anybody is not free. Freedom is my ultimate thing, by the way, if you didn't know. Freedom is my ultimate. I'm going to finish my intention here. Do the next aligned action. Deeply connected to the divine. Yeah, Karen is saying much more empowered. I've seen you get so empowered, Karen. Okay, there we go. It's a rite of passage, actually, and it's not comfortable and it's not fun, and I don't wish it on anybody, but life may call your number. I'm not saying it will, but you should be getting ready, because I think that is the journey, and if you don't let go of it willingly, if you still have codependence going on, we are very powerless unless we have released our codependence. Joelle is a counselor. She knows. Unless we release our codependence and move beyond our codependence, we are not powerful. I would almost say at all. Until we can stand alone, our power is only a small percentage of what it could be. So severing those ties is the first big step. And when you feel the fear, when you feel the nausea, when you feel the grossness, Joelle's saying yes, when you feel the grossness of fear that you're going to lose these people, because you are going to lose these people. They are going to die. You are going to lose them. They're going to go to the other side in their own journey. People are going to leave you. What are you tolerating in relationships so that you don't have to be alone? I addressed that one a long time ago. And when I say you, I mean us. I mean all of us. Whoop. So as your fairy godmother, I am deeming that you get to discover who you are now. And when you feel those fears, when you feel that nausea, when you feel that betrayal, coming back to you and knowing that God is your supply. Everything always works out for you. Everything is adding up for you. There's nothing but the stream of well-being. The better it gets, the better it gets. And trusting the process. Trusting the process. I say yes to me and to my desires. I pledge allegiance to myself. I pledge allegiance to myself. I pledge allegiance to myself. I am a sovereign nation. I am a sovereign nation. Sovereign. I don't depend on anybody else. I enjoy them and I like them, but I don't need them. Need puts us in a place of dependence again. So it's releasing all of that. And whenever you feel that codependency, just severing the ties again, severing all the ties, severing all the ties, severing all the ties. Letting go, letting go, letting go, and trusting. Letting go and trusting that you have everything you need inside of you. You do not need another to do that. It's nice to have others, like we have each other here, like we have each other in the Women's Self-Love Journey program, but we don't need another. If we are needing somebody, we're codependent. We can ask somebody for something, but to actually have your well-being depend on it is something that we need to really address. It's a hard message. It's a really hard message. Hard message. I get it. I get it. But everything always works out for me. Mary, plug into the Women's Self-Love Journey program. Those modules will get you there. You do those modules, you got it. And maybe you need to do them again. Joey, good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Joey. I love you, Joey. This is lifetime stuff we're talking about, you know? Big stuff. So it's just a time to look within and be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself in the process. You really, that like Joelle said, just give yourself the big hug, the self-love journey. Be gentle and kind to yourself as you're going through the journey, as you go through with the withdrawals of coming out of your addictions to people, places, and things. Where you can stand alone and say at any moment, I can take it or leave it. I can take it or leave it. Big stuff. Big stuff. But until we do, we're not free. Had no idea I was going to be talking about this morning. Whew. Wow. Okay. So let's just go quickly through our body, get our body aligned. We're going to spend some time in the quantum field. You might want to, in light of this conversation, picture yourself being 100% whole and complete. Maybe that's your desire. Maybe your desire is that you want to be a complete standalone person that invites people in and out of their lives, but your life is not dependent on them. Because what happens when they're gone, and we all know that people go, right? People go. They are transient. People in your life are transient. And for myself, even though my son is in my life now in a very wonderful way, I'm not dependent on him. But it took that 1.5 years to grip my hands off of it and lose everything. My son, my grandchildren. Thank God I still had my sister and my brothers and a few choice friends. There were like maybe, including my sister and brothers, it was probably a handful of maybe 5 or 6 people that I really, had, quote unquote, had. But I remember being exactly where you are, guys. Daphne, everything is all right. Even the bad turns into good. Be. It always does. It always does. It always does. And whatever anguish you're feeling, just be friends with it. Just be friends with it as you move through it, because there's no other way. If you're feeling it, you have to go through it and go through the dismay. Okay, so what in your body is needing just some comfort right now? I'm feeling stuff in my stomach from this conversation. So my stomach needs calming. I've got my hands on my stomach. Just soothe it. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Yes, Daphne. Absolutely. Everything's going to be all right. Everything always works out. You can ask yourself this feeling that's coming up. This feeling that's coming up for you. What's good about this that I'm not seeing? What's good about this that I am not seeing? What's good about this anguish that I am not seeing? What's good about this puzzlement of who I am that I'm not seeing? That's the key question. Karen, you know how much I'm struggling with my family issues right now, but I'm not stressed about it, knowing what is right for me. That's the power. That's the power, folks. Good morning, Giselle. Good morning, Honesty. That's the power. Knowing what is right for me. And these pressure cooker situations distill us down, 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 down to the point where we have nothing left but to know what is right for us, right? Let me sit on my foot. Giselle. Good morning, Queen Mother. Thank you, Giselle. I am your fairy godmother. Your dreams will come true. So now, once you have soothed your body, hey, I spent so much time crying, blubbering, but it was this learning to stand on my own. Learning to stand on my own. Hope, love, love, love. Yes, 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 yes. What are you tolerating to be in relationship? What are you tolerating? You don't have to make a declaration. You don't have to say it. Just know in yourself. Let that thing get distilled, Mary, because I know you're in the depths of it right now, and you don't have to tell anybody off. You don't have to stake your claim. You just need to know in yourself. That's probably why I don't speak up a lot. I don't have to. Because it's almost like explaining myself. I don't believe in explaining myself. Well, I do it a lot, but I don't believe in it. So what is that thing? What is that thing that you want to bring in? That you want to be? Is it that picture of yourself being 100% content all by yourself? That you've got nothing that you need to get from anybody else? That you lose that neediness? Is it that picture? What is the picture that you want? What is the thing that lives inside of you? What is the thing that lives inside of you? It's living what lives inside of us. Living out what lives inside of us. 76% of people die. Their deathbed wish, their deathbed regret is that they hadn't lived their ideal life. That they had wished that they had not lived the life others expected of them. 76% of people die with that. No fucking goddamn way. No way. I'm living my ideal life and not anything what others expect of me. Since I connected with this group, I have experienced more freedom and love for myself. I am selfish. Fabulous. That's beautiful, Daphne. Yes, 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 yes. So, what is the thing that you desire? What is the greatest desire in your heart? So much energy coming through my hands right now. What is the desire? That big desire, or whatever it is, to access the quantum field in a way that aligns with you, works for you and not against you, is make sure you're focusing and feeling the thing that you desire, not the thing you don't desire. Pretend and make believe, using Mary as an example, pretend and make believe that you have all the love you need, that you are the love you need, that you are the love you need. Universe does not hear words. Universe hears feelings. That is the language of the universe, is feelings. So when whatever we're feeling is what comes through. Others keep telling me to speak up. I tried with oldest daughter and it didn't change a thing. Right, this is hard to get through. Yeah, I don't believe in speaking up, actually. Personally, that's my thing. Personally. Others of you can pull it off. But see, Joelle pulled it off on Friday, but she wasn't triggered about it. I find no need to do that. I just settle it within myself. You're just going to hit confrontation, and I don't think it solves much. So if that works for you, great. It's never worked for me. But I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying it usually never solves anything for me. Denise, love you, fairy godmother. Yes. Got the unicorns. Okay, we have Australia and the Philippines in the house, US and Canada. If we keep looking at what is, we will only get more of what is. If we feel our desires, anchor into our desires, and imagine, have the courage and the boldness to, or more ignoring me, which just hurts more. Yeah, no ignoring you. Turn all that energy that you would think of. You can imagine telling people off. You can write it out. I just wouldn't do it. It's going to blow up in your face. That's the way it's always worked for me. Like I said, some people it works for them. My sister's really good at it. I'm not. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good to me. I just send them love and I heal. I use all triggering to heal me and make me go further. Does that make sense? I use all triggering to heal me and make me go forward instead of blasting it on somebody else. Because they're just the vehicle. They're my teacher. I'm not going to get mad at them. They're my teacher to show me what's inside of me. We have to live what's inside of us. We have to live what's inside of us. Living what's inside of us. And we cannot depend on other people to do that. I didn't tell her off. I just shared my feelings. Oh, yeah, okay. Right. It's not necessarily telling off. But yeah, right. Maybe it will later. I don't know. But I just don't find any satisfaction because then I'm depending on somebody else and somebody else's response to me, for me personally, for the response to me for an outcome. Aiming inward, yes, Hope. Aiming inward, yes, yes, yes. So feel that great big thing that you want to bring in the quantum field of all possibilities. I am your fairy godmother. I am showing you with my crystal ball that it is coming through. Denise, I like to write. It helps me understand the situation. It helps me heal and to send healing. Very good. Yes, 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 yes. that thing that you desire. If you have the desire, hold the image. We are a higher order of being when we have the boldness to act out our imagination, to live according to our imagination. We are of a higher order of being, and that means where everything bends for us. Magic, life magic happens. Yes. So just feel that. Feel yourself being 100% whole and complete. 100% whole and complete. Still loving all those around you, still being emotionally available for all those around you. It's almost like you're so strong in who you are and so not dependent on people's reactions to you and what they do for you, that you're able to just be this open, loving vehicle for love to pour through, because you're not dependent on them for any lick of your well-being. Any lick of your well-being. And everything you do for yourself. Everything I do for myself. The things I'm doing for my son right now, helping him, I'm doing it for myself, because I know it's unfair for me to depend on him. He has his life. His life isn't my life. Karen, I've learned that no reaction is best as they take it personal. Yeah, and Karen has learned this one. If you are not agreeing with what they say or want, just know in your heart who you are. And then it grows, and then it grows, and then it grows, and then it grows. And then you come into so much more self-appreciation as you realize how much the angels and the archangels and the heavenly teams are like celebrating us and cheering us on, because they're so universal forces are so appreciative of us and the role that we have decided to take on in this lifetime, and that they couldn't do the work without us. That's how powerful you are. That's how powerful I am. That's how beautiful we are. Living and the desire, we came here with the desire so that we could live that thing, so we could work through that thing and become it and let it come manifest to us on the planet. And I've seen so many of you grow through this space over the years. I've seen so many of you grow and flourish as we've worked together in this space. And well, I've got to say, I think everyone that I've seen grow and flourish is in this group, but they've also been in my paid programs or personal coaching with me. And this is kind of like the adjunct that keeps enforcing that. Would you guys agree? And one of the reasons I love this is, see, I completely fall in love with my clients. And then when our time is finished, I get to still see you, and I get to still interact with you, and I get to still, be with you. Karen, I have many angels, and you, Lorraine, are one of them. Yes, thank you so much, Karen. So in the quantum field, we are feeling, and the quantum field's always happening for us. Always here. It's always here. It's always here. It's just, what is it grabbing and making more of? Because what we focus on becomes particle. It goes from wave of possibilities to particle as soon as we focus on it. So if we're focusing on the aloneness, if we're focusing on the ain't it awfuls, if we're focusing on they did this and la 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 la, if we focus on fucking COVID, if we focus on sending all the love in the world, Hurricane Ida and all the devastation, if we focus on that, we get more of that vibration. So why not focus on beauty and what is in the stream of well-being? Yes, you are definitely in my Council of Light. I love that, Denise. Thank you so much. I feel so honored. So focus on the beauty and the stream. There is nothing but the stream of well-being. There is nothing but the stream of well-being. And even the tragedies, things are working out through them. And sending them all the love in the world. But I won't drain my bathtub of light over that. I'm just going to stay in the stream of well-being. While I feel the bullshit, while I feel the stuff going through, while I feel my human experience, sending it love, sending it love, sending it love, letting it transform me, letting it purify me by fire. So get in touch with that big desire right now. If you want, you can write it in the comments. What is your big desire? What is your big desire? Denise, lay low on the earth, see the sun, the moon, the stars, and connect and feel the earth. Beautiful. Everything always works out for me. There's nothing but the stream of well-being. The better it gets, the better it gets. What's good about this that I'm not seeing? What's good about me that I'm not seeing? Everything's adding up for me. Every bit of effort that I'm putting into anything is all adding up to me. How can this be easy? How can I be more free in this situation? Just start doing things by yourself. That's my invitation. And we're sending this beautiful aligned energy out to the entire planet. Out, 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 out. Every of the 8 billion hearts would be released of this affliction of codependence. Which is the root of every war, every argument, every hurt, is expecting somebody to do something that would make us feel better. And when they don't, we get mad, and some people escalate it to a higher thing. Yeah, Karen's saying one of her favorite things to do is to connect with Mother Earth. Thank you for playing with me today. This has been so fun. I will see you Wednesday for Light and Love Wednesday, where we align our energy and then we spend time just dousing the planet with light and love as our contribution, our giving back, our stream of satisfaction. And then Friday for Body Talk Friday, where we turn back inside, we listen to our body, we own who we are, we try to find out what our body's been trying to say to us. So thank you so much for playing with me this morning. Sending you so much love, and I will see you in 2 days, if not before. Many blessings. For more of my work, go to 3keys2selflove.com. The number 3, keys like you put in your car, to selflove.com. 3keys2selflove.com. You can tell that this is my theme. 3keys2selflove.com. Got a gob of goodies there for you guys. Okay. See you soon.